What's up, all my nerd friends out there? This is Mr. Chill here, and I wanted to give you guys my review and thoughts on My Hero Academia: Your Next, the movie. This is the fourth installment, I believe. Yes, the fourth one, and it was okay. No, a good 7 out of 10. I did like the action here. The action was awesome here. The main villain was pretty cool. Actually, I like the idea of an evil All Might. Basically, that's what he called himself, like Dark All Might. He basically called Dark Might. Yeah, it's called Dark Might. I think that's what he started literally call him. Basically, yeah, I'm gonna get into some spoilers. Just sorry if I did spoil a little bit, but you haven't seen the movie, I recommend go check it out in the movie theaters. It's awesome. I love watching anime movies in the movie theaters. And this one was pretty good. I recommend to go check it out. Definitely, you're a My Hero Academia fan. Go check it out. This basically the story takes place right after the first war between Shigaraki, all the League of Villains, and heroes. No, the first big battle. So right after that, it takes place after that. Well, it takes place right after they find Deku. You know, when the class 1A, basically go look for the Deku. They basically right after that event, because all the kids are teaming up in here. Obviously, you see the trailers with Deku, and Deku's wearing the yellow band from damn, I keep forgetting his name. The one that rocked basically helped train All Might, his and trained Deku as well. His teacher, his sensei. I forgot his name though. The one the little old yellow dude. He wearing his little tie, whatever. Let's get to the movie. Let's talk about the movie. Anyways, this movie is pretty cool. The main villain is called Dark All Might, or he's part of kind of like a mob family in a way, the Italian mob family in Europe. So he kind of like what everyone was watching, that fight between All for One and All Might, that big old one first fight. We saw that epic fight that I think was season 3 of My Hero Academia, or season 2. Could be season 2 or season 3. It's season 3, I believe. Oh yeah, season 3 of My Hero Academia. I believe. Give me if I'm wrong. But anyways, after that little fight, he was watching this Italian mob boss was watching it, and he got inspired. Like, oh, he was a big All Might fan all along. Like he followed him. He's a gangster. Obviously, that's weird about him. His character, he's a gangster. He's a criminal, but he loved All Might so much. Like you looked in his room when he was watching his fight, it was like All Might pictures, posters, everything all around his were kind of creepy as shit. You thought Deku was bad. This guy was 10 times worse. It's like a fanboy becoming all. They're both fanboy. That's what's kind of weird. Like you got an adult here that was a fanboy All Might that turned evil and everything. Deku is a fanboy too, big old fanboy All Might, but he's a hero. He's basically the successor of All Might. And when All Might did that pointing finger, he pointed at Deku most. It's like your turn now, or like he say in the movie, he pointed at the young generation. Oh, it's all you guys now. I lost all my power. It's all you guys. Take up the mantle to be the next heroes. And this guy, obviously, he's in trailers. He took it was him. I'm next. And he even went through the process of basically becoming him. You see him looks like him. Everything that was pretty crazy. This guy was all nuts, and his crew is pretty cool too. Like I said, it's like an Italian mob. They all wear suits, pretty dope. Um, each one of his crew members had some unique powers. One was like a wizard in a way. One could had like a racer's power, that could um, turn off your a quirk, so in a certain radius. So that was one of his powers. I think it was I forgot his name. So, forgive me if I forget some of these characters' names. The Paulo. I think one of his name, whatever he had one of this big old guy and this little older that he rocked with. There was a combo, pretty cool combo, kind of like them. Was a one big dude was a teleportation guy, and one was a telekinesis. He could move stuff with his mind. So that was a pretty cool combo right there. And his whole and one could basically slow down time in a way, slow down movement in his little area around him. So that was pretty cool. And one girl that actually kind of put you in the dream world in a way. That was pretty dope. Like there was a big old crew members, a lot of creatures. I love when they do that. Like, because I want, if you're gonna put other kids in there, I want them to fight their own little battles. Like, had the big three, Shoto, Bako, and Deku had a lot in this scene to do. They're all teaming up, fighting these enemies, and that was pretty cool. I love that in a way. I don't like just the one hero doing all the fighting. Kind of like Dragon Ball Z, like you get Goku, Vegeta taking on everyone. I love everyone putting effort, seeing their fights, seeing their powers. Definitely Shoto, Baku, and Deku, the big three. Even the kid with the Raven powers. I keep forgetting his name. Damn, forgive me. Forgive me for his name. Like I said, I don't remember all these kids' names. Forgive me all this, but yeah, the one that had the shadow powers, one of the young students. It looks like a bird. So yeah, he had a good movement fighting these creatures and everything. But the big three was the big stars in this whole movie: Bakuro, Shoto, and Deku. They all had their moments. They're all fighting these gangsters, these criminals, these villains. Obviously, there's another tragic story behind this. Like, this girl was a prisoner, and they're using her a lot. The evil All Might, using her ability called Anna. Character was named Anna. Basically, her powers was able to amplify yours. Like, it was kind of like season 3 where Eri. Remember the girl with the little horn that overall used like her quirk powers she could increase your powers or take your abilities away from you. That's what it used. Kind of like the same story of that, because remember there was a gangster criminal organization that Overhaul was in, that was using Eri's ability. Same thing with this one, but it was in Europe. They were using her ability to amplify her powers, amplify their powers, and she had that ability because her quirk was kind of like a curse to her. She wanted to give her quirk because her quirk kept on going. Like, was never a break. Like, some superheroes could turn off their quirk. If you have flame powers, you could turn it off. Like, you only have it on. Like, Shoto could control ice and fire, ice and fire, but he could turn it off. He's not always on. Hers was constantly on. It was like overheating. And when she gets to that point overheating, like it did in the movie, it went overheated. It could go crazy. And there was a butler in there. I forgot her butler's name, that her dad hired for her, that could basically take her quirk away little by little. Like, if her powers over exhausting you so much, he could take it away little by little, and it won't affect you too much. Like, it will slow. He was able to slow down the process, so that was pretty cool. And I think the explosion. I was wondering. I think I missed that part when I went to the restroom or something. But how did he lose all his body parts? Because he was kind of like a cyborg in this movie. Annie's little butler. I think Goni. It's like some Italian name. Forgive me if I pronounce his name as well. Forgive me if I forgot his name. But he was kind of like a cyborg butler in a way. He had like robotic arms, shooting. He was a pretty cool character. I liked him in the show. Like, his mission was, like, they promised each other close friends, maybe romantic partners or something like that. They loved each other a lot. But if her powers ever overheat, Annie asked him to kill her, because basically she didn't want to hurt anyone. She's a good person, and he's the only one that could actually do it. Like, he can't really get her powers. Her powers won't affect him too badly. Like, he uses her powers. Anyone that touches Annie, basically, if you're a quirk user, amplifies. Even if you're dying, you just knock out. Like, basically, she was like Rogue in a way. Like Rogue touches people and people knock out and everything, or hurts them or some bullshit like that. So she was like Uri plus Rogue put together in a way, because she doesn't take in powers. She basically amplifies your powers, but if you don't have no quirk, you basically knock out. Like, like you go to sleep or something like that. Like, she was doing some people in the show and like that. Like, she was just a trap girl, a prisoner from this gangster mafia group, that the head leader was a freaking assess All Might person, assess All Might, that wanted thinks that having power is the key to everything. To take over the world, being a super powerful person is the key of everything. Bringing peace, taking over the world. You just need to be very, very strong. He was pretty strong in this. He has pretty cool quirk ability too. I think his quirk ability was like, he could basically imagine anything he wants. Like, his powers was able to create a whole world for himself. He was able to create a whole, like, how he looks like All Might. That's not how he really looks like. And his powers are pretty crazy. Like, he had a good fight with Shoto, Deku, and Bakuro, all three fighting against him. He was pretty cool. I kind of wish he stayed, because in the end, he kind of transformed into like a monster and all that shit. And I kind of didn't like that. I kind of like that he was looking All Might. Like, he was even got buffer as All Might. And it was dope. Like, it's kind of like how Deku will take on the evil All Might. And I liked how they formed, because they're all Might. Like, they looked up to All Might. Bakuro, Deku, and Shoto. That's their hero. That's the number one hero of all three of them. And are fighting them that looks like him. And he was literally taking them all on. And I kind of like that. It's kind of like my meaning of The Boys. If you guys watch The Boys, they're facing Homelander, like an evil Superman, or evil, like a super evil person that's like, not evil person, but like a guy that looks like could be a hero, but actually he's very evil. That's why I kind of liked about him. Like, he did look like All Might. It was weird that he looked like All Might and taking on. He sounded like All Might too. That's what's dope. And he's taking on Deku and everyone. He has like the colors, the outfit. of All Might and just taking on all of them. I kind of like that. That was like pretty nuts, and he was strong as hell. It's kind of like how can Deku and um Bakuto and Shoto take on an evil All Might if All Might ever went evil. That was kind of like the story here, and that was pretty cool. I like that. I kind of wish he kept that around until he turned into a monster. I didn't like that. Like, Kip, you like that? Keep it. And Deku had a cool ass vision. That's why I said it was a perfect ending already. I wish they never extended him kind of get back up after this big old smash hit that Deku had. Like when Deku launched a big old his like finisher move on this villain, like the evil All Might, he basically did like he called out like all the states. It was like almost all the states, like Detroit, Wyoming, California, Texas, New York, and he just called it a smash. I was like, oh shit, it was dope, though. Like he was like punching them. Each one of them was like a name of a country. That was dope. I was like, oh shit, that was like epic scene right there. I love that. That was cool. And he smashed the hell out of the evil All Might. Like, oh, that was epic. Loved it. Loved. I wish it was ending like that until he turned into like a monster. He had a cool ending like that with a monster fight too, but not like that. That first knocking out that imposter. The imposter lost his face too of the how he's All Might. He looks like All Might, and that basically Deku knocked the shit out of him and kicked his ass. That was dope. I love that part. But it was cool. Some of the students also had their scene and everything. Like I said, the villains in here was pretty cool. Of all the movies, there's 4 movies that My Hero Academia did. I think part 2 is still my favorite one. The second movie of My Hero Academia series, that was pretty cool. I think it's called Hero Rising, I believe. I forgot how it is, but that was the one with Deku and Bakugo teamed up against this one villain. That was pretty cool. That was OP. But this one goes like second place of that. This one was pretty cool. Better than the first one, better than the third one. This one's pretty dope. And I liked it. Like I said, it was pretty good. The effects, the drawing, the villains were dope. The story is decent. And I can't wait for, hopefully there's more My Hero Academia movie coming out. It'd be pretty cool. There's an idea for me. I was thinking of the movie, like one more, because Boruto did this, and like Naruto did this, and his kind of like last movie. The last, do like the My Hero Academia last, like they're all adults now or more grown up. And it'll be cool. If I'm not gonna spoil for all the mangas because the anime just finished. The anime series is not over yet, so it'll be pretty cool if they do it when they're all grown up. Like one more My Hero Academia, do a movie. They're all grown up, face one big threat, one big villain. A new villain comes, kind of like how the Naruto series did with Boruto. Making a big threat. It'll be cool that not Shigagi, Deku, Baku, and Shoto, all adults. Maybe they have kids, maybe they have families. They're full-time heroes because we still see them as kids in the show, in the anime. So it'll be cool. They're full-on adults, kids. They have their powers. They're fighting this big old threat together, saving the world and all that stuff. And this new movie, it'll be dope. I would love to see My Hero Academia. Maybe not a show. If they're not gonna do no more anime or no more manga, so it'd be cool to do a live action, like not live action, freaking no manga expired, no nothing. So I think the Naruto Last, or wherever the Naruto Next Generation Boruto movie, whatever it's called, they did was not there was no manga behind it. I believe there was no manga behind it when they did that movie about Boruto and all that stuff. So it'll be cool to do one with My Hero Academia as well. That'd be dope. Maybe there'll be more My Hero Academia movies in the future. It's been pretty fun watching them. I enjoyed them. But comment below, give me you guys thoughts on My Hero Academia, Your Next, the movie. If you saw it, comment below, give me you guys thoughts. Did you like it? Did you didn't like it? Do you hope for more My Hero Academia later on? I know the anime is over right now. It's not the last of the season. The anime is coming out next year. And the manga ended. If you know about the manga, how you guys enjoyed the ending of the manga as well. And do you hope for more My Hero Academia, or are you just happy it's over, or do you want more My Hero Academia? Comment below. Give me guys all your thoughts on My Hero Academia. I like to hear it. But thank you all for watching. I love talking nerd stuff with y'all. Hope you all have a good day and a good night. Remember, stay nerdy forever and nerds for life. Bye.